In my experience with these Krups, they do suffer with a couple of little problems. You know, once they've been used a little while. But the problem that I want to solve today for you is potentially the automatic maintenance mode. It just stays in it, won't come out of it. There is a couple of problems, so let's get straight into it. So I've basically taken this apart already. So you've got 4 screws that are hidden here underneath these little rubber grommets, and you're going to need a T15 torque bit, T15 torque. So that's the ones, it's like the stars on the end of them. So to undo these, you're going to need a T15 torque. So there's 4 located on the top piece. So take them off, take that out the way, and that holds all these down. Then there's another one that is hidden down the back there. So you take this one off, take this and put it out of the way somewhere. Water container. So one down there, and then you've got one there, one there. So once you've taken that top piece off, the 4 screws holding that, then you can take this one out, take that. This basically has got like a little clip there. So you just take that out, and the front bit comes off. Take that there, this comes out. So a couple of the little problems with these. So let's go through. So when it starts messing up, it gets clogged up down here, especially if you don't put enough beans in. So because this is time based, not weight based or anything like that, so it doesn't just fill up and doesn't just fill the grind up. It does it by time. So there's potentially some wastage. So the little mechanism there that swings backwards and forwards, I don't know if you can see that down there. That thing there, as this pops down, goes downwards, that comes across this way, and any grounds that are left here, like there, you can see all them bits and bobs, they all get brushed down there. So if you don't empty your drip tray often enough, it will basically clog that up, because water the excess water goes down there, the coffee grounds go down there, and so forth. So that thing, as this goes down, that thing gets kicked over here. When that lifts up, it basically brings up the coffee grains, and then that thing whips across, cleans the bottom of the the head here, and pushes them into the drag drawer, which is on the side, which you can see is all full up as I've been testing it all morning, obviously. And yeah, so that pushes it all that way, but any extra bits are here and get pushed down that side. So you need to clean the drip tray like every couple of times, otherwise that all gets clogged up. If it does get clogged up, just get yourself one of these, or a smaller one would probably be preferable, and then you just basically have to get that down there and yeah, just get it down the hole and just clean it out. That's that. I normally use a vacuum cleaner to get rid of all the grounds when I'm doing it. The other issue is these little rubber rings on here. These little rubber rings that are around the side of there, they get worn after a bit of use and get compressed, and it doesn't seal this up 100%. So moisture escapes and stuff like that, and that all goes around the side, and then it ends just helps to clog everything up. So it's good to get some of these. And the ones that I found to be quite good is this size, and yeah, you only need a couple of them, but I've got loads because I serviced them. And you can take them off in situ if you want with a little screwdriver. You just get in there behind it, force it out, then you can just pull it off and then potentially do that, or you can just undo that torque screw there, which is a T15. Yeah, T15 torque. Be careful with this little thing. You need this in. You need put this back in. If you take that off, pull that down. So you push that down. Take this little tube off, which is held inside there. Yeah, and then you just basically wobble that thing out, bring it out. You can then take it all apart, clean it all. That's the best method. Also, if you're getting leaks underneath your machine, so what it is down there you have another torque screw, and so once this is out of place, you can then undo that one, but you need access underneath the machine as well to undo the bottom bit, so you need to do them together. So one down there, so you need a torque down there, torque going up underneath the machine. There's a little hole at the bottom of this thing here, right underneath. So you just turn it on its side, and then you can undo that one. And what happens is there's like a little seal, special little seal that costs, I don't know, between £5 and £10. And you basically just pull that out, undo that, clean all that off, and then you'll see the rubber seal again. You just use, you know, one of these and a pair of tweezers, and then you can yank that out. Pretty simple job, and that stops all the crap going down, and also releasing too much pressure, so it doesn't make a very good cup of coffee, and it leaks everywhere. So you might want to resolve that. So that's a couple of the issues. So replace the seals here, replace the boiler seal. What else? Yeah, so just make sure you put everything back the way it is. So it's good for you to take a video of what's going on. So the next stage is pull the drag tray out. Under here you have a screw there, you have a screw there, and this should already be unscrewed because you've already taken the top off. So that you can I just put that to one side, and no need to pull everything out. And then inside I would undo this. There's a screw that should be in there, so I undo that screw, undo this screw and this screw, and then so what you do, pull this out. That should just slide out like that. They can be really, really fiddly, but it's all fun. Just be gentle, don't bust it. And then you've got two more screws here, there, and another screw down the bottom here, and one down the other side, down at the bottom, down there. So you undo those, and then you can just basically just lift this up slightly. Use the other hand. Lift this up, and basically, so you lift this piece up and then pull this bit forward slightly, and if you've undone the bottom one there and the other side, you should be able to lift this up slightly, pull that out of the way, and then you have this device. So this is what we need to get to, because this is the culprit that makes it go into automatic mode. So sometimes you will find that this thing here will pop off, so you just need to put it back on. So you could use a tie wrap to hold that in situ. But what I would do first, before I did all that, is I would basically just pull it out. And you have like another tube the other side, like for the drip tray. And then you just pull all this out. You just pull it all out. So I basically just pull them two hoses off of it, like so. You just pull that off, like pull these off, and then you've got access. 1 second. Let's just. Should have been more prepared. So we just pull this off. Pull that off. Pull the hose off the other side. Slip the hands in. And then you've got this thing. So what I would do now is I would undo that and that, take it off of this thing, clean it all, and then on the inside you have another torque screw, slightly bigger than the 215, that's probably a T20. Let's have a quick look just so I give you the right advice. What is this, T15? No, that seems to be T15 as well. Just rounded some of my torque screws off. A bit overzealous with the power. Right, so what you need to do is you take this apart. So what I normally do is when taking it apart, so you've undone these, they're already gone. The black screw, the black headed screw, and then you undo that one. Once that one's undone and out the way, then what I do is I normally just grab the screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver, and just do that. Just turn it slightly there, like that. Just do that, and round the other side. Just do that until you've prized both halves of this thing apart. Okay. And what you'll probably find is this one completely clogged. So you can try clean it with like needles or pipe cleaners, you know, like that if you want, but it won't last very long. So it's best to strip it down, take it apart, and that's it really. And then you just do the reverse of what you've just done, just put it all back together again. So that thing just slides in there. Make sure you get it in the right place, clip it into place, put your clear hose back on there, put that one back on there, put that one back on there, put it all back together, screw it all back together, and you know, fingers crossed, that's all good to go now. Plus you've given it a service in the meanwhile. So, you know, before you do all of these other things, just to make sure that is the problem, that thing is the problem with your machine, I would probably strip this down, check that, and then go and order the seals. You know, because if you can't get it repaired, why waste a few quid on them? I mean, it's not actually much money. They're only a couple of quid's worth of spares. Probably looking maybe £10–15 for the different seals. I mean, there is lots and lots of different seals you can get, because you can actually take the pump apart and repair that. That has little ones like this in it, plus these little ceramic balls that you can change in it that don't wear down like the plastic one that's in it. So these are like proper ceramic ones. So you just need those and those, and that refurbishes the actual pump, so you can get more use out of that. These things, if you need to strip all of these out, they're called what do they call them? Single ear clamps. You can just buy a packet of those, but don't do what I did and buy one of these, because it's pretty useful. Get a proper like nail pincher one, and that's about it really. So it's just mainly the torque T15 that you need to be able to undo all the torque screws, and once you've got that, it's pretty simple thing to fix. Hope that works for you. Just to prove that it all works now, so we just put it on. Hello, goes into rinsing mode. it does take a little bit of time to do it. There we go, and voila, ready to go.